Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a plan with me in my Hobonichi Weeks, and this is for the current week of September 2nd through the 8th. I'm only going to be using a pen today and maybe white out if I absolutely need to. But the pen that I'm using is the Energel Liquid Gel Ink by Pentel, and it is in the needle tip, the 0.3mm ball, and as you can see it is a very kind of thin needle tip point, and I really like this for the Hobonichi because the ink dries really quickly, plus I like thinner lined pens. It does make a little bit of noise, so that is just something to keep in mind if you like your pen silent. Otherwise, I do like this. And so this is the one that I'm going to be using for my layout. My layout's gonna be very similar to what I did last week. So here's last week's spread. So that's exactly what I'm going to do this week. I am using this pencil board from Hobonichi. It's just a thin, flexible kind of plastic board that I actually really like to use for drawing straight lines in the Hobonichi because it provides a long straight edge. But I'm going to be using it right now to divide the Hobonichi into thirds. Now, if you're not as familiar with the Hobonichi Weeks, there are little tiny dots at each third of the way across the horizontal. And so if you line up all of these little dots, it'll just create that straight line. So you don't even have to measure anything. It'll just be automatically a straight line as long as you line everything up. So I'm just going to do that right now. And the reason why I'm just going to be doing an ink layout, because traditionally I have used a lot of stickers, a lot of washi, even just a little bit of color. But I found that recently I haven't been in my Hobonichi as consistently. And even though I've been planning in it, like here, like I haven't done anything. Like I plan and then I don't follow through with it. So I really want to make I really want to make sure that I reference this as often as possible and make an effort to reference this as much as possible. And so I'm going back to pen so that it just kind of forces me to stay focused on one thing. I do generally like the color with the washi. I've said in the past that washi and stickers do make things more fun and interesting for me, but I think I'm also getting a little bit lost with the washi and stickers, or kind of preoccupied with the washi and stickers and less focused on the actual planning element. So on this so let me go ahead and finish doing this side of the layout and then I'll continue talking. But on this far left side, I'm gonna put like events, important things. I'm just gonna write the word important at the top. Do I need to list or kind of identify what these columns are? No, but if for some reason someone else needed to glance in my planner, this would be a kind of easy way to see what it was immediately. This middle column is going to be for fitness, so it's going to put if I have any scheduled classes that I plan to go to, or if I have any runs that I'm going to do, or if I exercise and didn't have it scheduled, I would also write that in after the fact. And then over here on the left side, I'm going to put the weather. Now, I have said in previous videos that I didn't understand why people mark the weather, and I do see how tracking the weather can be beneficial as long as you know what it is at the beginning of the day and you're not like backtracking and filling it in after the fact, which is what I was always doing in the past. But what I've been trying to do in an effort to use this daily and actually look at it daily is I've been trying to take a little bit of time out in the morning to really focus on my schedule and plans for the day, actually pull this out, write in the weather, as long as write in the to-dos that I have for that day. So that's kind of what I've been doing for this planner. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put in my work hours. As you know, I like to write when I'm working, even though there's usually not a lot of change. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill that in. This part here might be sped up a little bit, just so we don't have any unnecessary extra like length of time or me just talking away for no reason. Okay, Saturday, let me just double check real quick and see if I have anything scheduled for September. I think I have a hair appointment on the 8th, but I don't know. It's in my Google Calendar and I am filming with my phone. So I'm gonna have to make a note of that and double check. I do know usually on Saturdays I have power yoga, but usually on Saturdays is also my hair appointment. So I'm gonna have to double check that one. It's either gonna be hair appointment or the power yoga. So I'm gonna actually put down 2 of these little post-it notes, and then off camera I'll end up checking and fixing this. So hair appointment. My pen might be running out of ink. I'm gonna switch pens. The pen that I'm switching to is this one here. It's the Muji like Hexagel pen in the 0.25. It also, if I can undo the cap, it also has a needle tip point. I have not seen these in stores at the Muji store, and I also have not seen them available for sale on the website. So I am wondering if they are not available anymore. So I apologize if I'm using it and you're like, I like that pen, but you can't get it. But the Energel really, I think, is a good like substitute or for it, or alternative for it. I think my Energel is just running out of ink, so I'm gonna use this one instead. All right, on Sunday the 8th, I don't think we have anything scheduled. I'll have to check my phone to see if my husband has anything going on. Now I do know Tuesday in the evening, I am scheduled to work in the evening, I think from 5 to 7 p.m. and then maybe there's an 7:30 to 9 p.m., but I'm not sure. I'll have to double check with my boss tomorrow. Oh, and actually today, completely wrong, I did not have to write this in because it was Labor Day. So there was no school. Yep, I definitely did not have to write that in. Okay, so that's good to kind of note. So that way, when I put my hours in to payroll, then I'll remember Labor Day, there was no class. All right, so for fitness today, it was just a rest day. I didn't really do anything. Like I didn't really do anything at all today. Weather has been kind of overcast and rainy. I'll have to put in what the actual like weather was, because again, I'm doing this a little bit late, but it was raining. So I'll do little raindrops, and then down here I'll do the low and the high, whatever that was. Let's see, for fitness, I'm not gonna be able to do any exercise in the evening if I'm working in the evening. So I'm gonna have to double check with that. I might be able to do a workout in the morning, but that requires that I get up at like 4:30 a.m. I have to be out the door at 5 so I can get to a 6 a.m. class. It's a little bit, it's extreme for me to do that. And then I'm working all late at night. I'm not sure if I can do that. Thursday, I do have a bar express class, which I do like to attend. Usually Wednesday there's a treadmill class that I like to go to, but I don't think I'll be able to go to it today. All right, and I'm just gonna go ahead and leave that the way it is. The rest of the weather I will fill in as I go in the mornings. All right, so now what I've been doing is I've been taking the Hobonichi, and then on this grid size, I've also been dividing it into kind of roughly thirds. I think what I did last time is I wrote out the tracker sideways, and I'm gonna go ahead and do that again. Just so I have the weekly tracker. And then I wrote out the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things plus an extra space. I'm gonna do the same thing. All right, and then I'm gonna leave an extra space and then just draw a line all the way down, a vertical line. And then here, add an extra line. And I'm gonna do Monday through Sunday. And it does go a little bit into the 9 of September, but that's okay. All right, so now what I've done here on the left side is I do turn this into a large to-do list, but the reason why it's so long is because, and I've done this before in other videos, or I've talked about it in other videos, I like to carry the horizontal line across without drawing it. So it kind of turns into an imaginary line. So if I were to go all the way across, Monday would end here. And so what I would do is put a bunch of to-do lists, a bunch of little squares of things I needed to do. So I needed to call my mom today because she does live in Florida on the East Coast, and I wanted to make sure that she was, basically that she's safe, which she finally called back. We finally got a hold of her, and because I wasn't able to, I was going straight to voicemail and I was a little bit worried, but I finally got a hold of her today, and it seems like everything is a-okay. So, and she's gonna be with some friends in a house that's a little bit more mainland, so hopefully things will be okay. And then she's in the kind of central Florida, like right under Cape Canaveral area, so she's not like super far south, so I don't think it's as bad, but still something to, you know, you just want to call and make sure everything's okay. Another thing we had to do was make lunch for the week. So my husband did that, which was nice to help out. I am working currently on laundry, and then other things would be like kitchen cleanup. And then I also need to work on grading essays for class. And usually I don't have a full day where like I'm not doing anything. Usually I'm working, so I don't have as many things to actually do. But I think I also need to work on a letter of recommendation for a student, and I think that's it. Probably prep my class. Okay, so normally I wouldn't have this many things for Monday, but Monday I had today off, so because of Labor Day, so that's the way it's gonna go. Tuesday I am gonna try and mail a online return, and that's pretty much it so far for this week that I know that I need to work on. Oh, Monday, let's see, I haven't meditated, so that's been kind of bad. I also haven't read, or vitamins, or hand care. I haven't done any of this yet, so I still have to do that. And then I guess I should note that it is my husband and I are 7 year. How do I write that? I was gonna write 7th, but that doesn't seem right. I don't have whiteout, so 7th year anniversary. There we go. I know it should be 7-year anniversary and not 7th, but I don't have whiteout, so we're just gonna leave it the way it is. All right, so basically what happens is that I continue, and if I don't fill all of the space, so for example, here is where Wednesday ended, but I still had a couple of spaces, that's fine, right? Down here, this was Saturday and this was Sunday. So I like that. I'm gonna leave this bottom space open. I think this is gonna turn into another weekend clean, similar to what I had here, but it all kind of depends on what my schedule looks like on Saturday. So we will see, but I think that's pretty much it for my plan with me, or kind of how I'm laying out my Hobonichi Weeks currently. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this was useful if you were looking for an ink only or a sticker free, washi free plan with me. Here it is. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have a wonderful week and a great rest of your day. I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.